Am I overreacting for walking out of my boyfriend's proposal because he did it with a ring his ex picked out for herself?
Oh.
So this might sound insane, but buckle up. My 25 female boyfriend, 29 male of 3 years, finally popped the question last weekend. Super cute setup, low key, just fam and close friends, fairy lights, the whole vibe. I was hyped until I clocked the ring. Instant ick. Like, I knew that ring. I had seen it somewhere before. Fast forward to me pulling him aside like, hey, quick question. Where's this ring from? And this man had the audacity to tell me that it's the one he was going to use to propose to his ex. And not just any ring. She picked it out back when they were playing house. I was like, excuse me? He says it's just a ring and that I'm overthinking it. That it doesn't mean anything anymore. And he didn't want to drop more money than he already had on a nice one just sitting there. Nah, I couldn't even process. I dipped. I didn't cause a scene. I just told him I needed some air and I bounced. He's been blowing up my phone since, calling me dramatic and saying I embarrassed him in front of everyone. Some of our friends are siding with him like, girl, it's just a rock. He still chose you. But others are like, nah, that's a recycled proposal and you're not crazy for walking. So yeah, am I overreacting for walking out because my man tried to propose with his ex's dream ring?
Oh, I would not like that. I would not like that. I'm on her side. This is not something that I could get behind. Every time I would look at my finger, I would be thinking about his ex.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. Especially that she picked it out. Like,
so she's not overreacting.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I understand rings are expensive. And he probably spent a lot of money on this ring the first time around.
Mm-hmm.
But you can sell it. You could pawn it. You can get your money back. Probably not as much. Or maybe more. Because, like, my engagement ring...
Mm-hmm.
is worth more than you paid for it, right? Isn't that like the appraisal value?
That's what it says on a little piece of paper. I don't really know.
Well, I guess my first question would be, did he try to sell it?
Okay.
I would have waited until that ring sold and then proposed and bought another one.
Like how hard?
Do you know what I mean? Like
what I would, our jewelry stores like car dealerships, like can I trade it in? Can I trade something in? Can I trade my old ring in for another one? Like you can sell jewelry back to a pawn shop, a jewelry store.
Yeah.
Like it's still worth.
I just feel like he didn't want to go through that.
I feel like he didn't even try.
Yeah, I'm getting the vibe he didn't try.
Yeah, it's like
which would bother me.
It's a solid ring.
It's just a ring. It doesn't
Even if
matter.
you hadn't picked it out, even
It's
if you had
the
previously
principle.
bought it by somebody else, it's icky. But like you could go and try to sell it back. You'll lose some money off it because they got to make a profit.
Yeah.
But you're gonna lose a little bit of money.
It depends how much the ring was in the first place. Like how much of a cut are you taking? Like was it a $30,000 ring that you're gonna lose out on thousands of dollars? Like I don't know if the
boo-hoo.
But that's what I mean. Like yes, like for us, we're thinking like a couple $100 maybe, but it could be like a super expensive.
A couple thousand.
That's a kind of a lot for people, usually.
Don't propose.
No,
I mean this with absolutely all seriousness. I absolutely could not care what your financial situation is. I literally do not care how expensive the ring was, whatever your financial situation is. I do not care. Do not propose to the next person
Agreed.
with the same ring.
Agreed.
Take the hit no matter what. If you can't afford it, it's not working out, don't propose.
Well, the alternative is buy a cheap ring.
I do not care. Just whatever happens, do not recycle an engagement ring.
Yeah, I agree.
I could care less about any financial standings or obligations. I do not care.
Yeah.
Principle is do not recycle an engagement ring.
Because it's a symbol. It is like, it's deeper than it's just a ring. Like, I understand, yes, like, okay, sometimes I feel like people do kind of go a little bit overboard and I'm not judging here. People want exactly like a specific whatever. For me, I'm more simple. Like I just told you to do whatever, like a gold band, oval rock, whatever.
Okay.
yes, it is just a ring, but it is more of a symbol than
It's
it
not
is just a ring.
It's
Than
not
it is
just
an
a ring.
accessory. It's a symbol of your love and the bond that you have between your relationship. I think if you are recycling that ring, it still has sentimental value from that other relationship.
It has a meaning.
It has a meaning, yeah. It's not just an accessory.
Exactly. I would even broaden that of do not, under any circumstances, give the new partner any kind of shape of jewelry or anything. Actually, you could probably blanket statement that of do not give them anything that was originally intended for your ex.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Like, your ex left clothes at your house, a dress in the closet. Do not offer that to your new girlfriend.
That's icky.
Get rid of all of the stuff from your past relationship. Do not offer anything from an old relationship to the new person.
I feel like if it were like roles were reversed, I'm stereotyping here, but men tend to be
Possessive.
Yeah. So I think like you think you should ask him like, what if this happened to you? Like, what if
how would you
I
like
gave
it?
you my ex's wedding band or something?
Yeah.
Like, how would you feel?
What if I had his sweater left over in the closet and I was like, "Oh, you're cold. You want this sweater?"
Yeah.
And you'd be like, "Why do you have a guy's
Guaranteed
sweater?"
it would
oh,
start
it's
a
my
fight.
ex's. I wouldn't want to wear that.
Yeah.
It'd have an
Guaranteed.
instant stank on that sweater.
Yeah. Stank. You stank. Yeah. No, I don't really see a world where this would be okay with me.
Yeah, I mean, top comment says not overreacting. I would be equally offended if I were you.
Yeah. I think this is one of those, though, that, like, it can bother you or it cannot bother you.
I don't think this would not bother anybody. I think this would bother every single person.
I feel like there are some people out there that are like, I don't give a fuck.
I just can't. Not in this situation.
Well, she said that she asked her friends, and some people are like, it's just a ring.
They're dumb. Someone replies to that comment and says, it's almost worse that he says it doesn't mean anything. Your ring should mean something. If he doesn't want to spend a bunch more money, he should have sold it and gotten a different one. Sure, it probably would have been less expensive because he's not getting full price for a ring, but it'd be yours for you. Save money for nice wedding bands.
Yeah, that's true. Those words can't be taken back.
I was going to say, like, okay, no matter what the ring is, 5K, 10K, 20, 30, doesn't really matter. You take it to a jewelry store, you tell them your situation, they give you something for it, and if you don't have any money to put down on top of it to like make sure the new ring is worth the same amount as the old ring, so what? You just get a cheaper ring.
Get a cheaper ring, exactly.
So what?
Exactly, yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
Nobody knows how much your engagement ring is actually worth.
I know.
Do you know what your price tag on your engagement ring actually is?
I think so.
Like the exact amount?
I mean, not exactly.
That's what I mean. Like you don't...
Well, ballpark.
Right. But you're not going to know if I spent $4,000 or $5,000. You don't know if it was $4,500 or $5,000. You don't know if I spent $18,000 or $20,000.
I guess.
Right?
Yes.
Like they're not going to know that little hit you took by returning the old ring.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
You're not gonna buy a $30,000 ring and then only get 15 for it.
Right. Yeah. That's not how.
I don't think. I mean, unless you take it to a pawn shop and they think you stole it. That's how you get depreciated that much. Yeah. You got all the receipts and everything. You take it back to where you bought it from.
Doesn't jewelry appreciate? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I actually don't know either.
It's only the value that we put on it. Don't even get me started on real diamonds and the inflated value that we put on them.
Yep. Mine is a moissanite. Is that okay to say?
It's up to you.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah. Mine is actually a moissanite ring, and that's what I preferred. Me personally, I don't want to offend anybody. I didn't want you to spend a shit ton of money on a ring.
No, did I?
Because I think it is a little bit of a waste. Like, okay, as much as I'm saying it's just an accessory, and sorry, it's not just an accessory, it is a symbol. I don't think the price tag matters.
Well, and fun fact, diamonds used to be worth not very much. And then De Beers had warehouses full of all of these diamonds that had nothing to do with. So what did they do? They started advertising engagement rings. You know when you used to get married? engagement rings, diamond on a rock on your ring was never a thing. De Beers started that. Why? Because they had too many diamonds sitting in a warehouse that they couldn't sell. So they started saying every girl deserves a diamond ring and stuff, and diamond necklaces. Are a girl's best friend. Exactly. They started that. It's an inflated price. So
yeah,
it's like the same thing of like paying for Gucci and Louis Vuitton, I feel like. So I just personally don't believe in it. I'd rather spend that money on vacations and traveling 100%. And the actual wedding and that kind of stuff. It's just, And if we ever get to the point where we want to, we can replace the moissanite rock with
I actually don't think I would.
A diamond.
Even if we were millionaires, billionaires, I actually don't think I would care.
Would you want that pressure of having $30,000 on your finger?
That's another point. No, it would give me anxiety.
And then you need to, it takes more upkeep because you have to have it, then you want to get an insurance plan from it. And then you have to go in and get it
assessed.
Maintenance. You have to get maintenance on it basically to make sure that your prongs are tight. Yeah, it's more work to have a more expensive ring.
Yeah.
I was watching Den of Thieves 2, just came out on Netflix, and I watched it without you because you wouldn't want to watch it. You didn't
way to break it to me.
Yeah, you're welcome. I did you a favor because you didn't watch the first Den of Thieves.
I'm just joking.
And in the one scene, he's like, "You're welcome." He's a cop. He's like, "You're welcome," talking to the thief, and he's like, "What you took only has value because of men like me." And I was like, "Oh, that's actually kind of funny." Like when a robber is like stealing stuff, they only have value because of the perceived value that we put on it. Like our money only has value because police stop people from making their own money. So that's why that money has value. You don't really get it, but
no, I do get what you mean, but I feel like with money, it's kind of different.
It's everything. It's money, gold, rocks, jewelry. It only has value because we put value on it. So a thief stealing it, they're only able to do it because of the good. The bad people stealing things are only able to do it because the good people are putting a value on what they're stealing.
I see. Okay.
I just thought that was interesting. Okay, back to you. Back to the stories.
All right.